Hey kids, welcome to Worth the Spin. I'm your host, just Jack, it's just me. Alrighty, thanks to everybody who's watching my videos, I appreciate it. I've got notice from YouTube that my views are up to over 1,000 on my videos. I appreciate that greatly. And I have a few more subscribers than I had last week. One of them I gotta give a shout out to because I love his channel, and I'm very honored, sir, that you would watch mine, and that is Beatles Dave. Check out his video channel. He does a much better job than I do. He does a very fantastic job. Alrighty. With that, we've changed some things. So, in case anybody is curious what I got going on here in the back, I know it's kind of hard to see some things due to the lighting. I'm still working on this professional thing we talked about. So I try to get the lighting down. Lighting is a difficult thing in my house. So try to get the lighting squared away and stuff of that nature. So right here, this is a mirror from the 1970s. Some of the stuff that's on this wall has a meaning to me. It's very special to me in one way or another. Other stuff is just stuff that kind of help with the flow, I think, of what I got going on there with my decor. So this mirror was given to me by my friend Jeff, and I know you can't see it very well, but it is the cover of Rubber Soul. This was a promotional item in the late 70s. His dad had it forever, gave it to him. He's had it since forever, and he has gifted it to me probably a month ago. I finally got around to getting it cleaned up and hung, and that's where it is. I think it looks very good there. You might too, if you could see it better. We'll work on that. Right under that, we have 2 copies of Abbey Road. You can probably only see the one. So on the one side we have Abbey Road as you know it. Right next to it is a bootleg, a very well produced sounding bootleg of Abbey Road. It's tracks from the sessions of Get Back, and I got this when I was in England. I was blessed enough to go to England a little over a year ago. We did, and I was able to start a giant chunk of my Beatles catalog. It's been a dream for me to go to England and be able to walk into a store and buy Beatle albums. So I was able to do that. London, I didn't have very much luck, and Liverpool I didn't either. But in between, there was a shop called Rockabye Records, and those guys are pretty darn awesome there. We spent a day there. On the way down, we spent probably 2 hours, 2.5 hours, just talking, having a good time. On the way back, we stopped again. On the way back to the airport, coming back through, and gave them some more American money and talked some more and watched the young son, one of the sons, Chris, play at a local pub right down the road from the shop. I can't tell you what an incredible adventure that was. So I was able to put almost a full UK catalog together. I'm so very blessed and happy to have been able to have done that. I hope one day to get to go back over there again. We do, so we can do this trip all over again. But life being life, finances is so. It's just trying to live life. I don't see it happening. But the once in a lifetime trip will always be in our minds. Alrighty. So below that is the UK stereo box of the Beatles albums. I got that used. It was brand new, but they considered it used because it was traded in unopened. It's a nice set. I did get 2 Warped records in it, Magical Mystery Tour, and I think Beatles for Sale. Abbey Road had a slight warp to it, just a slight one, not one I would note. And also, you pull the slipcase off, and there's a nice scratch along the front of it there. So, but that's what happens when you get things that they are no longer available. It's just what it is. Alright, I'm still happy to have it. It's still a nice set. Right up here where the light is, kind of making it hard to see, this is the American single. If I Want to Hold Your Hand, I saw her standing there. The one that gave the Beatles their huge break here in America. Right above me is my John Lennon Pops. I'm waiting for Funkel to do Paul, George, and Ringo. Come on, guys. You can do it. These are some pretty awesome pops. That's what those are. Then we move down a little bit. We have the pictures from the White Album. Two of the portraits here, two of the portraits there. Right here is a mini poster from the White Album, came out of the CD. In the middle is an item that has special meaning to me. I got it from the Abbey Road gift shop when we walked across the Abbey Road. We went across front of Abbey Road Studios. Really seriously thought about risking it and just walking in the door and seeing what happens, but didn't do it. Went to the gift shop instead. So picked that up. It's an omigami thing, whatever. Little paper thing. You cut it all the pieces out, glue them all together. You make a little diagram. And this is of the Beatles rooftop concert. Took me probably 3 weeks to do, but it's not perfect, but it is really cool, and it helps remind me of that wonderful trip to walk across that zebra crossing. What an adventure that was. Alrighty, right over here we have first mono pressing of the original EP for Magical Mystery Tour. Next to it we have the American release. Actually, this is a 2-box UK edition of Yellow Vinyl. Above it, Yellow Submarine, to go with my Yellow Submarine figures I have here, and my Yellow Submarine clock that we got from a Beatles shop in London. Another very special item. Hanging off of, if you can see it, is a little key ring. Key ring contains some things, streets, Pitting Lane, Matthew Street, stuff like that. It came from the Beatles store. It's another little memento of our trip. Then we have the American Yellow Submarine single right there next to it. A couple of empty spots which I will fill later whenever I get around to it. Right here we have my American set of Beatles albums. Have the monos and the stereos of everything. And right here is that awesomely prized UK mono set. I have a couple of stereos that I got recently from a trip to Florida from a shop down there, but that's it. So I'm hoping maybe someday I can go back to England and get the rest of the stereos there. So anyway, that's what that is. And in case you're wondering, that album in front of you there, Please Me, is a fourth pressing. First pressings were gold. I got to hold it in my hand, several copies of it in my hand, take it out and look at it, listen to it. What an adventure it was. It was amazing. Alrighty, so that is my wall. This is my setup for my videos going forward. And I think we've wasted enough time talking about me. Let's talk about something more important. That's right, the greatest band in the world. What'd you say? Beatles. You're right. You guys are pretty good. Alrighty, so a couple of new pickups. So there's this new thing going on. It's called Whatnot. WHATNOT. It's an auction site. Basically, anybody can set it up. You run your own auctions, and you sell anything from records, tennis shoes, perfume, clothes, whatever. It's all on there. Funko Pops, whatever. You do your timer from 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever you want. You say, hey, here's what I got. Let the bidding begin, and people swipe and bid on it. So one gentleman had this album on there, and when I seen that he had it on there, I noticed that Beatles is in brown. Big red flag that this could be an original first pressing. Never seen one in my life, to be honest with you. I've never held one in my life. They're very hard to find. He held the record up to show the condition of the record. Looks brand new, like it hasn't even been played. Very little wear and tear on the spindle hole, as you can tell. That's the label, by the way. So if you're seeing it, now you know it is a true first pressing. Look at that spindle hole. I don't think this record's been played maybe a couple times, and that's it. I said, hey, has it got the BMI and ASCAP on it? And he goes, what's that? And this is all in a quick 15-second bidding, because he put it up 15 seconds for $20. And I said, is there a BMI on the labels? He goes, what are you talking about? I don't see nothing on the labels. I see song titles. And I typed real quick, BMI and ASCAP next to the song titles. Is there anything? He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. He held it up again like that. And it goes, that's it if you want to bid on it. We're down to 3 seconds. I didn't see any BMI or ASCAP. I said, did it. Got it for $20 plus postage. This is an original, actual first pressing. You will see people advertise them for crazy money, saying first pressing, first Beatles released album in the U.S., 1964, super rare. But if you see BMI and ASCAP on these on the labels, that is not a first press. There were like 20,000 of these released that did not have that, nor does it have the producer credits of Mr. Martin on there. So that's another thing. So this is a very true first pressing, and it is incredible, and I just got it for, you know, silly money. The cover is not 100%, but that's okay. It looks really good. There's no tears or rips. There's no ring wear. There's this brown stuff, if you can see on the top there. The record looks almost mint. It's incredible. So yeah, it was certainly worth it. So we will put that in its home right there. All right. Second item, and I picked this up yesterday, and I got this in a trade, and it's just too expensive to buy, and of course always wanted to own one. And the guy at River Bend Records, Godfrey, Illinois, Billy, he said, hey, you bring me some trade and I'll give you a little extra, because I go into his shop fairly, just about like a little over an hour away from me, but I've got a bit of a rapport with him, and he's like, hey man, I'll help you out, because you know I like you, you're a big Beatles fan. Bring me what you got and we'll see what we can work out. So I took some records in there, some that had pretty good value attached to them, and was able to walk away with ta-da, BC13 blue box, UK stereo, 1978 pressing with Beatles albums in it. I've not had time to listen to them yet. He has sonically cleaned them all, put them in sleeves. They look great. So let's go through here and take a look at these real quick. This is going to kind of be my review other than the Meet the Beatles. So the box is in really good condition. A little bit of fading on the names there. It's kind of hard to see, but the fake autographs have a little bit of fade there. Flap's a little looser than I would like. That's not good. I cut this plastic record cover sleeve to fit around it to try not to let it get any more damage than it has. Some of the top and bottom corners are flaking off, as you can see, but this is a pretty old set, so that's going to be something that happens. It's also on the bottom. So like I said, I haven't had a chance to really dig into these, see what pressings they are and listen to them, but they look pretty much brand new, and like I said, they ultrasonically cleans everything and puts them all in new sleeves. I try to put these in protective sleeves to keep them from getting messed up, but I couldn't close the lid without squishing everything down once I did that, so I took them back out of the plastic sleeves. But they are in rice paper sleeves to try to help any ring wear from developing on there, or any scratches from going in and out of the paper sleeves that are in there. So real quick, let's take a look at what this is. What's contained in this box set. And I'm sure most of you are quite aware. So here we have Please Please Me. And these are 2-box EMIs. And I will show you. This is the album. And you just have to, I know video's a little deceiving, but look at that. Looks like it hasn't been played. Just beautiful, beautiful. There's your side B. There you go. Just awesome. I can't wait to listen to them. And we'll get that back in there. So yeah, he puts them in these rice paper sleeves, which I use to help keep from getting scratched, and also to cut down on the static. Alrighty, because the static will pick up dust. So we'll run through these kind of quick. Sorry, because I haven't had a chance to really look into them yet or listen to them, so we might come back to them later. And here we go. Here's With the Beatles, and it has the corrected title for Gotta on the back. Again, quick look, you'll see this is a EMI 2-box. Alrighty, and they look brand new. Spindle holes have very little wear to them. Some of them have some tiny splits coming away from them, But to be honest with you, I have some records I bought brand new, took right out of the packaging, and they had that on them too. So for its age, this is an incredible looking set. Hard Day's Night, again, EMI 2 box. I'm hoping Harry thos cuts are on some of these. I believe that they are. It is. Alright, Beatles for sale. Alright, and the back. The gatefold. Of course, they're all true to their original releases for their time. Help. And we'll go through them kind of quick because I like to try to keep my videos at 25 minutes. That's about my attention span for videos, so I just kind of figure that's everybody's. Rubber sole. Revolver. And again, sorry about the glare. I'm working on the light situation. And again, these are EMI 2 boxes. And they just look beautiful. Totally beautiful. He said they really didn't even look like they needed to be cleaned because they look like they weren't played. But as a rule, I ultrasonically clean everything that comes in the shop that I sell. So, I'll take it. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Now this one has a little separation here on the inside. It crackles a little when you open it. Hear that? But again, we're talking 1978. So the glue is separated here. And you can see the age of that glue, which is fine. I'm going to leave it like it is for right now. Again, this EMI 2 box, and it comes with which it's pretty tough to get out. It like barely fits the cutouts. No, these don't have any LSD on them either. I already sniffed them. For you who don't know, that was a rumor for years, was that that had LSD on cutouts. So when you put them in your nose and mustache and that, you would get high. Alright, greatest album the Beatles have done, in my opinion, the White Album. And it's unnumbered, which is fine. Again, it's a gatefold. Here's some cracking. But I don't think these have been opened or played, so the records still look beautiful. We'll take a look. Yes, this came with, oh, here we go. It's on Apple. And this came with the 4 portraits and the poster. They didn't put them in the actual sleeve, they put them in the case. So we'll take a look at those real quick because there's an interesting fact here. Interesting factoid. Let's take a look. So there's 2 Sgt. Pepper cutouts in here. I don't know why, but there's a second Sgt. Pepper cutout. There is the 4 portraits, and there are the poster, the 4 pictures for the Let It Be. And we'll put that like that, and take care of that later. And the neat thing about this poster is this is like a first press poster. So most posters, as you know, were edited shortly after the album was released. This one is not. I'm kind of surprised to be a repressing situation. So I'll just kind of hold it. If you know what to look for, you'll see it. If you don't, take a look at John and Yoko. A small picture of Paul that's on there, and you want to find out what I'm talking about. Yellow Submarine. There we go, front to back. And again, I've not had a chance to listen to these, but they look incredibly beautiful. So when I'm done with this video, I will start on them. Look at that, incredible. Yeah, I don't think, he said he doesn't think they were played. I don't think they were either. They just do not look like they have been touched by a needle. This set does not include a collection of Beatles oldies, because the Beatles did not care for that, and to them it was not their approved album. Here you have Abbey Road. There's a little warp to the cover here. I don't know if you can see that. Right there you can, but the record doesn't appear to be warped, so I don't know what that's about. When it was put together, it's not exactly even. You can see it raises above right there. That might be why the lid pressed down on it and bent it. There's your record. Alright, that's there. And we're almost done, kids. And let it be. And I forget if this is a green or red. It is green apple. Again, looks mint like it's never been played. And our final selection, the highly awaited for yet disappointed by Beatles Rarities. There you go. And this is the one obviously from the box set that has the stripe across the back there. And that is also a EMI 2 box. Beautiful, beautiful. Looks incredible. I can't wait to play these. It doesn't matter how many times you listen to the Beatles. They always sound great. So, I'm sure that they sound fantastic. Alrighty, so that's my latest editions video right there. I do have one other. It's a John Lennon 10-inch that I got from over there at Billy's. And it's just an odd thing. It's on red vinyl. I got it put up. I'll have to dig it out. It's nothing to write home to mom about. It's red vinyl. The labels are blank. The first side has the songs he did with Elton John in 1975 Thanksgiving Day Night concert. The other side is just a mixture of stuff, a couple of things off rock and roll. Song off of Plastic Ono Band, and something called Lady Marmalade. And you would assume me Lady Madonna, but it's not. It is Ticket to Ride. I don't know what that's about. I've read that there are a few different versions of this thing. One even has a song that's not the Beatles at all on it. So, at least mine has all Beatles songs. So it's a weird little thing. Maybe we'll talk about it next time. We've got a couple of things coming in the mail, so we'll talk about those when we get that. And then we're going to find something new to talk about by the time you get this video digested. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thanks for tuning in and watching. Get a chance, watch some of my older videos in case you haven't watched them. Please hit the like button. It makes me feel good. I'm glad people are watching this. It's awesome to hear over 1,000 people have viewed. English is not my language. I'm not sure which it is. I butcher all of them, but worse with English. But yeah, it's awesome. It's an honor. I appreciate it. When I started this, it was just kind of for fun, and I never thought that people would actually watch this and enjoy it. So over 1,000 views tell me somebody's enjoying it. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up. Fancy graphics there. Paid a lot of money for these. Fancy thumbs up. Alright, thank you. Subscribe. Subscribing's free. I love to see that I got more subscribers. It just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I am doing a good job and that you are getting entertainment out of this. Alrighty. Have a good day. I'll talk to you in a week. I'm going to try to get back on a weekly schedule and stay that way. Thanks for tuning in. Make the soundtrack to your life something from vinyl. Make it happy. Try not to have it sad. There's too much sadness out there, so make sure whatever your soundtrack is to your life, it is a happy one. Show a little love. Sprinkle a little love, as I like to say out there, on people. Do one good deed for one person today. It's free to do, and you'll feel good inside, I guarantee it. Too much non-good going on in the world, so let's all try to do one good deed. If we could all do, if I have over 1,000 views on this channel, and if that's 1,000 people who've watched this, and all 1,000 people did one good deed in the same day, imagine that is an amazing amount of good deeds in a day. The world might actually turn better. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. We'll talk about some more new finds when I get them in the mail. They should be here this weekend or Monday. We'll talk about those. And then we're going to start a series I like to call Beatles Soup. And Beatles Soup, basically what it is we're going to take a look at the American Beatles albums. We're going to see how they butchered, pun intended, the UK albums and the singles in order to make almost double the amount of American albums that the Beatles released in the UK. It should be interesting. I put a lot of work into it. I do have notes for that because it's a little complicated, so it won't be my typical off-the-cuff thing, but it should make it a little tighter, better video that way too. Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you all next time, and have a blessed week.